I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DMWats.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. Hello, everybody. I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
And we are DMWats. You guys, welcome to another episode of DMWats Podcast, where you guys know where you can find us, DMWatsPodcast.com. Now, all your streaming services. If you're watching us on YouTube, hello. And Spotify and all those other things, hello again. So before we get started, you guys know the deal. AMC, Doge. If you ain't a part of the Sheba Army by now, I don't know what's wrong with you. And we'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
But so we're going to start things off by saying, hey, we had technical difficulties the other day.
Internet sucks.
Internet is it's crazy.
It kept shutting off on us. And it wouldn't save. And it was a really good episode.
Yeah, it was. So we got to re-record.
We put it back in the bowl.
Yeah,
back in the bowl.
Back in the bowl. And so, and now we're here this morning.
Yeah.
It's early.
It's early.
Yeah, because it was a long day.
Yeah, we're trying something different. We've been cleaning out the garage. That's the different. Or maybe it's because we're trying to record in the morning.
Yep.
So it goes out because usually we do it the night before.
Yeah.
And I'm not sold.
No. So we're gonna do it the night before again. But here this is in the morning because it's like, hey, we didn't do yesterday's. We got to do today. So we're doing it this morning. Hence, the wife has the tea, and we're both kind of got this look on our face like, oh, it's early. So, all right, guys.
Heifers be tripping. Okay, maybe I pushed her. That's my mess.
It's tipping, isn't it?
Tipping.
Yeah, it's all good.
Tipping, tripping.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But we're gonna go into our Halloween fun fact for the day. So it's our beautiful wife's turn to go ahead into the Halloween fun fact.
Okay.
Now, what do you got, baby, for our Halloween fun fact?
Halloween is now the second largest commercial holiday in the country. It ranks only second to Christmas. We spend approximately $9 billion on Halloween. That was in 2019. Pandemic kind of slowed things. Now it's at $8 billion. So that's an average of $92 a person.
Which is...
It knocked out Easter, is what I'm saying. Like Easter used to be number 2, I believe, for candy.
Which is very... it's believable.
So everybody's got to get their peeps.
Yeah, but it's believable though. Like as much, it's like the average person spend $92 Halloween because it's like, okay, costumes.
Like I said,
candy,
I'm pretty sure I did that at the dollar store.
Yeah,
or Dollar Tree.
It's like 80,
did some
80
damage.
$85 or something
They're
like that.
the best decorations.
Right,
ever.
but it's nice decorations. So
yeah.
But it's believable. Like we said, it's like, yeah, that's probably is true. But moving along right into it, guys.
Fishbowl topic.
Fishbowl topic.
I'm very annoyed. I just spent 15 minutes of my life watching someone pretend like they're gonna light eggs on fire with like 900 matches.
Yeah.
And they still weren't doing it. It's like, and now I feel like I'm part of this subliminal sleeper cell, and they're gonna call me and say, "Yo," and I'm just gonna go out and kill people.
Yep.
I'm so mad.
But she would only do that with her superpowers.
And I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, she would only do it with her superpowers. Hence today's fishbowl topic: superheroes. Superheroes. Your favorite superhero and why? And if you could have superpowers, which ones would you have?
Wow, we haven't talked about this before.
I don't know. Maybe we have.
Maybe we just talk about superheroes a lot.
Maybe we do. But we got super. You want to choose a different one?
No.
Okay, superheroes it is. So
we could just talk about choosing a different one, like the freaking egg and the matches.
So we just have to touch on the egg and the matches before we get started.
I'm so angry.
The egg and the matches. There's a video out on Facebook. The first one I saw.
Steak one too.
There's a steak one. There's a steak where the guy's like, "Hey, I can light a steak. I can cook a steak with matches," and he put all these matches in the steak. And the video takes 30 minutes because all the talking and the stalling that he does to light the stuff with matches. And now we just saw one where they're like, hey, we can light these eggs.
And I'm serious.
We can cook these eggs with matches.
She's still adding eggs.
There's a whole, like a mattress full of matches. And they put like 6 eggs on it. And it takes easily. We stopped watching it like minute 25.
I don't know if I'm more mad at the fact that they didn't light the freaking egg.
Yeah.
Or that I watched it.
Yeah.
And still got nothing out of it.
Got nothing out of it.
And what am I expecting? Baby chickens to pop out of the fire?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. It's going to just burn.
Yeah, but you know the other thing, you know the funny thing about it is that all the comments on it, because it was supposed to be like a live thing, all the comments on it like, this is stupid. Light the damn egg. Light the egg. Light the egg.
They were still watching.
But everybody's still watching. Yeah, everybody's still like, this is stupid. Yeah, it's stupid enough to continue to keep you.
A wall of fire.
Yeah,
and a mess.
But it was stupid enough to keep us still watching. So that's the egg and
kind of like DMWats podcast right now. They're still watching. All right, let's get to the
All right, so
let's get to the topic before
it's superhero.
internet.
Yes, superheroes.
Oh yeah.
The topic is superheroes.
I'll let you start.
Okay, favorite superhero. Kind of a toss-up because I think a lot of people immediately like to go to Superman.
Sure.
Because he has the strength, the super speed, the laser eyes, X-ray vision, and like everything. Like it's only the problem is his weakness is a rock. Yes, it's a rock. The shitty part about it is that it's his home planet. His home planet.
Yeah.
Rock is what makes him weak, and that's like terrible.
Isn't that a metaphor for life?
Okay, explain.
Isn't it the things that you love most, or where you come from, or your family? It can be sometimes your kryptonite.
Message.
Yeah.
Message.
I always thought that, like, I mean, if you look at superheroes, you could totally analyze them into, you know, what hurts them. I mean, Lex Luthor. Okay. It's like Superman loves people. Right. He knows he's a bad guy, but he doesn't have the heart to kill him. And we're like that in our daily life. That's why I call you Clark Kent all the time. Just your mild-mannered podcaster. Yeah. Then he takes off those glasses, and by God, he's saving all the. I won't say hoes. Yeah. But I just did. Yeah. Sorry, I had to. No, it was open.
So I chose Superman, but I don't think he's not my favorite. I do like him.
No, sometimes you are a Superman person.
Because sometimes he does go off the handle because Superman holds back a lot of his power because he's like, he could seriously kill somebody.
Oh, sure.
He could seriously kill somebody. I think the only time I've seen him really let loose is when he fought, what is that dude's name? And I can't remember his name, but he was like the equivalent of Apocalypse, or like DC's version of Apocalypse. I can't remember his name. But yeah, and that's when he got to let loose and let his power go. But I think my least favorite hero has got to be Aquaman. It's got to be Aquaman. Like all your powers center around water. I mean, it's I guess it's cool that you can call upon, you know, the creatures of the sea. I guess which is cool if I'm in a boat or something. I'm like, man, I really hope nothing happens to me or something like that. But I mean, it's Aquaman in my opinion. But I think that it's cool, but because he's strong in the water.
Right.
He's strong in the water. He's like damn near unstoppable in the water.
Right.
But even in the movies, I mean, we've seen Aquaman the movie when old dude came in the water and still beat his ass and escaped with whatever the thing was. And I'm like, well, I thought that was your way, bro. That's you. That's your land. That's your time. And he just came in there like, give me this. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that's my weakest one.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, do you got one? Because we watch the Marvel stuff all the time.
I'm a Marvel person.
Yeah, we watch the Marvel stuff all the time. I really like, you know, I mean, one of the things we both go back and forth that would look really cool is Iron Man.
Iron Man is just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Iron Man is pretty cool. I mean,
they made Wanda look amazing. I really love all of that with the Red Witch.
Oh, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch. Yeah, she especially in WandaVision.
Oh man.
Because they don't do it justice. Because me and you were talking about that. Now, like, they don't do Scarlet Witch justice. Scarlet Witch is way more powerful.
She is.
Than they make her out to be.
But I like the portrayal of her, and I think that's probably why she became one of my favorites. Is because she just wants her family. Mm-hmm. She just wants her husband, and so she does everything she can to protect them and all this. And
right.
And
and that's what I like.
She's the most powerful person.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They vaguely touched in WandaVision. They touched on it.
Yeah.
But her powers in the comics, she has a power to distort reality and all that. You know what I mean? So they touched on that in WandaVision. But as you said, you know, at the same time, at her core, she's just somebody that
she's just a woman that wants to do that and put herself in WandaVision, put herself in these vulnerable positions of just being the woman, of how women are portrayed, because it was easier than facing her reality, which is she is the most powerful.
Right. And
so
that's my woman. She can look at the insides of what they mean by the superhero. So
I mean, as a kid, it was Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. And he didn't have no weaknesses.
No.
Mighty Mouse didn't have no weakness. He was a mouse.
He was this big, had a cape, and a hell of a right hook.
That's that metaphor, or that, that's double meaning, is like, hey, just because you're small, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Just because you look like the underdog. You know what I mean? Don't
underdog.
That was a good one. Yeah, underdog. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Captain Caveman and Son.
Back to the classics.
Yeah, because they were all their little mini superhero.
Yeah, because think about what that double meaning of Captain Caveman, about a father and his son.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Being a good father to his son. You know what I'm saying?
That's all he wanted.
Underdog and Mighty Mouse, I believe the double meaning there was the same thing. Like, hey, the underdog can be the most powerful one out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then Mighty Mouse, like, hey, just because it's small, don't get it twisted. They be the strongest person in the building. I like Black Panther. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
What do you think that's I guess a double meaning in that you could bring that one to society? Because Black Panther, obviously, Black Panther, right? So.
Well, but isn't that a metaphor for the civilization there? Is that people are undervalued,
right?
And so they're like, fine, I'll move in silence.
Yep.
Fine, I have my whole society over here.
Yep.
And we'll watch you guys burn.
Exactly what I was.
And then we'll come up and we'll save your asses and help you, and then we're gonna go back.
Yep. And to being ourselves. And
we have our own society and our own language and our own way of thinking, and you can go shove off.
And Black Panther, in the movie Black Panther, they was like they were like, no, our tradition is we stay out of all that nonsense they doing over there.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, you just want to watch the world destroy itself? They ain't got nothing to do with us.
They ain't got nothing to do with us. Stay out of grown folks' business.
So the new Black Panther was like, no, we're gonna go and show them who we are. Well, what happened though? Even though at the end he decided to do it, showing himself out there. What happened when you trying to bring yourself out there and you try to help too many folks, trying to show, hey, look, no, we can come together. We can come together. They went totally against them.
Yeah.
They went totally against them. And he's just trying to do the right thing. At the end, don't get me wrong, he was like, look, we've come to help y'all. Remember the ending credits? And it was like, no offense, but what can you do?
Yep.
He just smiled. And even in the comics, Black Panther is the richest superhero out there.
Yeah.
Period. Even in the comics. Talking about don't underestimate people. Yeah. Now, I have to touch on Iron Man, because we're talking about double meanings of superhero, which I like where this is going. Talking about that, how that can be the double meanings of superheroes. Because Iron Man, to me, he represents arrogance. He represents, a person that is uppity and stuck up, and sometimes
watching the world burn,
and sometimes contributing to the world, even with the best intentions.
Yeah.
Contributing to the world burning.
Right.
Even with this best intention, contributed to the world burning, or ultimately being the cause.
So what is that a metaphor for you? What do you think?
Okay, so I can look at that as let's take it, for instance, let's take some of the billionaires, right? Let's take Jeff Bezos. And he's like, hey, Amazon's contributing to this. We're doing all these good things for this. Space race. Doing all these good things. Yeah. But at the height of the pandemic, you still were paying your people. You could afford to give your people pay raises that would stop them from starving.
Yeah.
And that was nowhere in there.
Yeah.
That was nowhere. You could have, on your own, you were considered the richest man in the world. You could have afforded to give every one of your people, every employee, an extra $2 or $3 grand? And that wouldn't even been a dent in your pocket at all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it is like, but you put it out there, hey, we're trying to this and that.
Right.
So, but I don't know. That's kind of the meaning there.
So you just think it's about arrogance?
I think Iron Man is like he puts it out there like I have the best intentions.
Right.
But it's like, hey, everything that you're doing is really not great for people.
And
think about.
I'm completely
okay. Go ahead.
I think it represents change, and that people can change. He was arrogant, playboy, watching the world burn, contributing to it. He was an arms dealer, for Christ's sake.
Oh, absolutely.
And
he was.
Then it shifted and stuff.
Towards the end.
To where by the time we see him up to his death, he is in a little cabin in the woods with his family and trying to leave a better place for his daughter, even though he knew it would be his demise. Where in the beginning of Iron Man, we see him out for himself and being that dude. And then it shifts into this, I am now living from what is it? From power to intent.
And yeah.
And so humble, now his intention was
I can see that. I can see that.
So it's representative to change.
But I guess, okay, so would you say that in the beginning, the arrogance was there though? Like it was like the arrogance and all that other, but like ultimately, you're right, change. Ultimately, you're right. It's like, hey, people can growth.
Well, growth. Or growth. And you can become that person, that hero, not just for yourself, but for other people. It's very Scrooge to me.
I got another one.
Be that person.
I got another one. Black Widow. What do you think is the double meaning of a Black Widow? Because let's face it, she's deadly. She's, you know what I'm saying, she's an assassin.
You can't kill her, that's for sure.
Yeah, like she's proved like, all right.
By the way, that was a really good movie.
Very good movie.
If you guys haven't seen Black Widow, don't listen to people. It's a very good movie. And you don't have to know anything about Black Widow to enjoy the movie.
Yeah. But so what do you think that one is?
I think it's family is what you make it. I do. I think there's that. And I think that, you can't keep a good person down. Yeah. And at her core, she is a good person. And I really don't feel like she has maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think I didn't know at 9 o'clock in the morning, I was going to be psychoanalyzing superheroes.
Well, here we are. So I think that's a prime example of you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean?
That's true.
To me, that's a prime example.
And that's true because when you see her, come into the Iron Man, and how she was and how she looked like this mild-mannered, cute little thing.
Yeah. And in reality, she was deadly. Yeah. But for those who know her for those who only know her as being deadly, she's actually a very caring person. Right. At least deep down, Black Widow is actually very caring, even though she's a deadly assassin. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's a very caring person.
She's cool. Yep.
So, I got another one. So, Captain America. There's kind of be like a double meaning there. What do you think?
What do you think the double meaning is?
Okay, so I think on the outside, Captain America gives that all about, hey, teamwork, we can do this.
The propaganda.
Propaganda, yeah. But on the inside, he's fighting his own demons too. Oh, in my opinion, and I felt like he's
but don't we all?
Of course, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's what that represents. Yeah, it's like I feel like that's the one where on the outside is like, hey, we can do this, and we can do this. It's almost like a
teamwork.
Yeah, it's almost I guess an example of sometimes what a depressed person can feel like.
Well, it's also an example of selflessness and like what he was setting aside and really trying to buy into on the outside of the propaganda of I'm here to help people, but in the meantime I haven't helped myself. Yeah. And so the first chance I get, if I get a do-over,
that's true.
I'm
right,
gonna go back and help myself and have the life I want to lead instead of being
for everybody
led into this life of everybody else. So
if you haven't seen Endgame by now, I mean, whatever, I guess spoiler alert, but so if you ain't seen Endgame by now, Captain America had to go back in time and return.
Get a 7-day trial to HBO. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. But
Disney Plus.
Yeah, and so he had to go back and return the Infinity Stones, and he was like, "Hey, you're gonna come back? Cool, yeah, I'll come back." He didn't come back because he went back in time and he basically saw, I got a chance to do this over. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did. He said, "No, I did for everybody else. I'm gonna do for me for a change. I'm gonna do for me for a change," and everybody accepted that. You know what I mean? If only it was like that in real life, right?
Hey, I've got a superhero joke.
Go ahead.
I sent it to you the other day. So it's not really a joke. I'm probably gonna tell it wrong because it's too early and I haven't had enough coffee because I've been drinking tea. So your car would be insured if the Hulk destroyed it, but it wouldn't be if Thor threw his hammer and destroyed your car. It wouldn't be covered because that would be an act of God.
Act of God. Yes, yeah. But that was good. Even when she sent it to me, I started busting up laughing. I was like, "What is this? Why?
It's an act of God."
Yeah, it's like, but that is something. What about the Incredible Hulk? I mean,
well, that's an obvious.
That's an obvious one, right?
Because I am the Hulk.
I mean, but the double meaning there, right, is
we turn into monsters when we get mad.
Yeah.
We're trying to protect people. It's just what we do.
Because the Hulk is there. It's kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde thing, right?
It is, and which is what we do. But then to make peace with it, it's the same thing as shit. What is that? Shrek.
Okay.
You know, with Fiona.
Okay.
She had to make peace with who she was.
True.
And
because she always tried to hide it.
She had to merge into who she was.
Who she truly is.
Both.
Yeah.
And Bruce Banner had to do the same thing.
That's true. At the end, it was like, hey, I need to stop fighting who I am.
He's this happy green guy.
Yeah, stop fighting who I am. Like, no, here's all my ugliness, but at the same time, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Sweetest person.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I have to. Okay. So Hawkeye. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hides a lot. I don't really think that's a double meaning there. Not really a huge...
I've never been a Hawkeye person.
I mean, I've never been a Hawkeye person.
Unless we're talking about MASH.
Yeah. No, we're not talking about. We're not talking about.
I can talk about MASH all day.
I see that. I see that. How about I do get one? He's not a superhero. He's actually a villain. But Ultron. When we think about Ultron, right?
Yeah.
What his vision was.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah. We could have peace, but the only way to have peace is the destruction of everybody.
But sometimes that's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to break
let
a few eggs.
Let it all burn and be like, all right.
And then not burn them and then let them burn.
Sometimes you gotta let it all burn. It's that double meaning, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's true.
Yeah,
sometimes you have to, and I think sometimes people get it twisted about, you know, war and stuff like that. Sometimes you have to for the greater good. And so then to reset and do some things. Sometimes we don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And sometimes it looks like it's just destruction, but it's really not.
Yeah. I got one going in the opposite direction here. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Wonder Woman. The double meaning there. Because obviously she's a superhero. She's a female superhero.
Yeah.
But even as a female superhero, almost every movie that we've seen her in, at least from the cartoon version, she still had to fight for equality among superheroes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? From being a woman.
Yep.
Because she's about just as strong as Superman.
Yeah.
About as strong as Superman.
And she is about truth and justice and
all of that
stuff.
All that. But everybody turns to Superman. It's like,
because of her stature.
Yeah.
Because she's beautiful. Because she's got a great body. It's all they see.
Right. And so the psychology there is like, hey, so she's all of this.
We're not equals.
Right. That she's not really an equal there. Nope. She can get down with the best of them.
Yep.
But she still is kind of looked at, even and look at all the cartoons of Wonder Woman, all the movies with the Justice League and all that. You will see what we're talking about. And then there's that double meaning of when it comes to it all. You know what I mean? So I think Ant-Man kind of speaks on his own. It's like, hey, he goes small, but he still got to, he can go big and stuff like that. But
I think for me though, the one thing I hated it as a kid too. I hate the spinoff things. I really do. I hate, it's like, and I said this to you before. Oh, there's Superman. Now there's Supergirl.
She hates it.
Give a shit.
She hates it.
This is my little sister. No, it's not.
You didn't have a cousin.
This is my cousin. No.
Yep.
Screw you.
And
no, you don't.
Then there's Superboy. Yeah, Batwoman. Batman, Batgirl, Batwoman. So it's like
it's just I hate it.
Yeah.
I do. I hate it.
Yeah.
What? So she can't have her own name?
Yeah, that's true. They just basically gave the same name.
Kal-El and Kara.
Yeah, that's not.
Kal-El, Ali.
Yeah, these are the things these are the conversations that have to use out.
It's when I see Supergirl on the TV, I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Let's just put it this way. I have not finished watching all the seasons of Supergirl.
Nope.
Most of the time she's sitting there. Why are you
have to watch it on your phone?
Yep.
While you're at physical therapy or something. Because not on my watch, buddy.
There's a lot of people like, why do you watch Supergirl? Because I like it. That's why.
I am the watcher.
Yeah.
I'm over there narrating you watching Supergirl.
Okay. the last one I get, that I think may be an easy one too. This woman, Flash. Not Gordon.
Not that Flash.
Not Flash Gordon. Flash. Hey, to all you youngins listening, go look it up. Flash Gordon is the thing.
Yeah, so, but no, Flash, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the double meaning there is that he's constantly either running towards something or running away from something.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's
he's never really present.
He's never really present. He's constantly running towards something or running away from something. So you're right. He's never in the now. But hey, hopefully we guys made you guys think and look at superheroes and be like, oh shit, that's different. You're gonna watch Superman and be like, this is wow. I don't even want to see this shit. I don't even want to see it.
Suddenly I'm depressed.
Luckily we didn't do Batman because you cut us off after that, but
he's just a human. He's rich.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's our podcast on the psychology of superheroes. That's what we're gonna name it. Psychology of superheroes.
Psychology of superheroes.
You like
Superhero Psychoanalysis.
Boom. There it is. We'll do that one.
It's a research paper.
It is. So, hey, look.
Any of you superheroes out there, if you'd like to be analyzed by DMWats, please let us know.
DMWats podcast at gmail.com.
Couldn't even get it out.
Exactly. So, hey, y'all know what it is, DMWatsPodcast.com. You can find us on all the streaming services. Doge, AMC, and once again, we're going to throw it out there. If you're not part of the Shiba Army, you are wrong. Get you some. Webull, Crypto.com, whatever. Get you some Shiba and go from there. But anyway, signing off for DMWats podcast. I am Davey.
I am Misty.
And we are DMWats. We'll see you guys in the next one.